If you've ever tried to budget and thought, why does this feel so hard? Or, why'd I always quit after a few weeks? I want you to hear this clearly. Budgeting doesn't feel impossible because you're bad with money. It feels impossible because no one explains what budgeting really is. Let's talk about why it feels so frustrating at the beginning, and how to make it work for you. Today we're breaking down why budgeting feels impossible at first, especially for beginners. This isn't about perfect spreadsheets or strict rules. It's about understanding what's actually happening when you try to budget, emotionally and practically. Because once you understand why, budgeting stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like clarity. The first reason budgeting feels hard is simple: budgeting forces honesty. For the first time, you're seeing where your money really goes, how tight things actually are, which habits cost more than you thought. And that can be uncomfortable. Avoiding numbers feels safer than facing them. But here's the truth: budgeting doesn't create problems, it reveals them. And awareness is the first step toward control. Feeling uncomfortable at the start doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're finally paying attention. Most people learn budgeting like this: here's everything you're not allowed to do anymore. No wonder it feels miserable. When budgeting feels like restriction, motivation disappears, guilt increases, consistency dies. A budget isn't supposed to punish you. It's supposed to protect you. A good budget asks, what matters most to me? And, how do I support that? If your budget only says, no, you'll rebel against it. Budgets fail because money is emotional. We spend when we're tired, stressed, overwhelmed, trying to feel better. But most budgets ignore emotions entirely. They assume you'll act perfectly, every day. You won't. No one does. That doesn't mean budgeting doesn't work. It means your budget needs to be human. A budget that allows flexibility lasts longer than one that demands perfection. Another reason budgeting feels impossible? People start with too much detail. They track every dollar, every category, every transaction. That's overwhelming for beginners. Simplicity builds consistency. Consistency builds confidence. At the start, you don't need 20 categories, daily tracking, fancy apps. You need awareness, 1 or 2 priorities, a system you won't quit. For many beginners, budgeting brings up fear. It shows there's less margin than you hoped. You can't afford everything right now. Trade-offs are necessary. That can feel discouraging. But here's the reframe: budgeting doesn't create scarcity. It reveals priorities. It helps you decide what matters most first, so everything else doesn't drain you. Here's how I'd make budgeting feel doable from day one. 1. Start with one goal, not 10. Start with one goal, 1, not 10. 2. Budget for joy. If your budget has no fun, it won't last. 3. Expect imperfection. Progress beats perfection. 4. Review monthly, not daily. Obsession kills momentum. 5. Use your budget as feedback, not judgment. Budgeting is a conversation with your money, not a courtroom. If budgeting feels impossible right now, that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're learning a new skill. Every skill feels awkward at first. Money is no different. Start simple, be patient, and remember, clarity always comes before confidence. Disclaimer: this page and content is for educational and entertaining purposes only and does not constitute financial, tax, investing, or legal advice. Always consult a licensed professional before making any investment or tax decisions.